Carl Cameron is on the move. He's rolling down the highway from Charleston to Walterboro, South Carolina, scrambling like the candidates are, I guess, Carl.
Took the words right out of my mouth, John. We're on our way to go watch Newt Gingrich's reaction to the endorsement from the former rival, Rick Perry. Mr. Perry's withdrawal from the race absolutely puts some more wind in Gingrich's already full sails. Polls suggest he's been closing the gap slowly against Mitt Romney and may be indeed within striking distance, within the margin of error, and perhaps even inching ahead, at least in terms of trend lines. Can't trust polls all that much in South Carolina now because we still have a large block of undecided voters, and they're going to wait to the very last minute on Saturday, knowing that there's an important debate tonight that could alter the landscape even further depending on how things go. Perry's withdrawal does make it possible, Newt Gingrich will argue, for him to further coalesce the conservative vote, particularly in the upstate of the Palmetto State, trying to cast himself as the singular alternative to Mitt Romney. Romney, the front runner, has today congratulated Rick Perry for a race well fought and said he'll be missed on the stage tonight, but continues to hammer at Newt Gingrich for a whole host of reasons. The Gingrich-Romney battle now threatens to eclipse Rick Santorum and Ron Paul. They're in a battle, it seems, for third place, and some of the polls suggest that Paul's got an edge there. Rick Santorum now finds himself in an awkward and very unlikely and almost unique in American politics situation. This morning, the Iowa Republican Party certified that, in fact, he got 34 more votes in the First in the Nation caucus than Mitt Romney did. Santorum has claimed victory, and he finds himself now, at least in the polls in South Carolina, trailing Ron Paul, and in jeopardy in the absence of Rick Perry. Without a turnabout, Rick Santorum could go from having found out he got more votes in Iowa, the first contest a couple of weeks back on January 3rd, and then at risk potentially of coming in dead last without Perry in the race in South Carolina. Santorum's got a lot of work to do, and it got a lot of momentum. The campaign's looking at buying more ads both here in South Carolina and getting beyond South Carolina to run them in Florida. So we are looking at a race where candidates are continue to say they will campaign past South Carolina, but this time Rick Perry's not one of them. He's gone. Backing Newt Gingrich is a big boost for the former speaker, who's under significant fire today because of the anticipated remarks of his second ex-wife, Marion, who has gone public in a broadcast, and some of the excerpts are now out, and some of the quotes suggesting that Newt Gingrich had asked her, while they were married, for permission to have an extramarital affair with his now third wife, Callista. That will have an impact and is likely to come up in the debate and on the campaign trail before Saturday. But Rick Perry won't be there to defend Newt Gingrich. He's going back to Texas, though he says that Gingrich is the guy to be the Republican nominee.
Yep, he's throwing him his support. Carl Cameron, there in South Carolina on the way to a Newt Gingrich event. Thanks.